can you get me the Berg? That is urgent. My client, Mason Coolidge. You might recognize him from a show, Boxathon, on N54 from a few years back.
Hey, this is Mark DeRosa. Welcome to the show.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the San Francisco Giants and the Cincinnati Reds. Reds baseball starts right now.
Your 2021
Sonny Gray is on the mound for the Reds in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Hey guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is heading. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Got him. The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
They'll come in here at 259, 4 home runs, and an even 20 RBIs. The 0-1 on its way.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Solano, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. 1-1 to Tommy La Stella. A runner on first with 2 away. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that 2-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Now it'll be the Reds' turn, no score. Logan Webb gets the start for San Francisco in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Skied into straightaway right. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's one gone.
Batting second, the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
Now to the plate, Jesse Winker. First offering.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly by Belt, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting third.
So up steps the former MVP, Joey Votto. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Pitch on the way.
Off the plate.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. LaStella fields it cleanly. Over to first, and that retires the side. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Cincinnati with no score. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it's fairly dry down here right now, but I am told there's a bigger threat of rain later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thank you. And guys, certainly having a fresh bullpen ready for a game like this one will be an important step towards a victory.
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
The center fielder, number 1, Mauricio Dubon.
Digging in next, Mauricio Dubon. And now the first pitch. In there for strike 1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Sent on the ground out to second, and that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And he fouls this one off. No score here as we play inning number 2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Here's Buster Posey now, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 0-2 the count to Posey.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation. or that changeup's going to beat me.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Giants leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Now it'll be Eugenio Suarez. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out.
Batting 5th, the second baseman, Mike.
So 1 out and nobody aboard. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakis. A ball and no strikes. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And he'll pull into 2nd with 1 away. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. And as we take a look at the Reds' leaders in that category, you can see his name tops the chart. Next to hit is Nick Senzel. And with Great American being one of the best hitters parks around, no surprise that he's a much better hitter here in Cincinnati than out on the road. First delivery to him. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at 3rd, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Jonathan India digging in now. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to 3rd. To 2nd for 1. The relay on to 1st. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. That's how you roll it. 5-4 to 3. A double play sends us to break. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. At the plate now is Logan Webb, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First offering on its way. Swing and a blooper down the right field line. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Donovan Solano. Runner at 1st to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Webb on at 1st, nobody out. A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Donovan Solano becomes the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Austin Slater, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Gray ready with the 0-1. Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The 0-2 once more. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Mike Yastrzemski is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Third inning, no score to this point. And there's ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. 1 left for San Francisco. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back. The Reds are set to hit here in the third inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. They're currently near the top of the league in team batting average, so more often than not, they're going to give opposing pitchers a tough matchup. One player told me before the game they have a solid group of guys in this lineup, but that they also owe a lot of credit to the coaching staff for working tirelessly with them every day to get them ready and keep improving. Really seems to be a total team effort, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now into the box, Tucker Barnhart as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Popped him up. And there's out number 1. So here now's the pitcher, Sonny Gray. First delivery to him. Went after the high one there, a swing and a miss.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a flare hit toward right. LaStella ranging into the outfield. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Number 2.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. This is to left field and deep off the bat of Castellanos. Into the upper deck and gone. It's a solo shot off the bat of Nick Castellanos. Number 13 for him on the year. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Standing in now, Jesse Winker. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. One more for the Reds, and it comes on this home run. We're through 3 here in the Queen City. It's now 1-0 Reds. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tommy LaStella. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Right on the inside, Black taken for a called strike.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing. The appeal down to Earl Hendricks at third. No swing. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Mauricio Dubon is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
You know, it's funny right there. You look at that pitch, and it's almost a hybrid in between a big-time old-school curveball and a nasty slider that goes off the fastball. That's kind of right in the middle right there, kind of working off the clock, that 3 to 8, if you can picture that in your head. Tough pitch to lay off of.
Still 2-2. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Reds out in front, 1-0. Into the box, Joey Votto. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Liner in there for a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Good to think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row. As a pitcher, you have to just tip your cap to this guy.
Eugenio Suarez will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Votto aboard here at first with nobody out. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Now back.
Digging in will
Second
be
baseman.
Mike Moustakis. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Even 1-1 count to Mustakas.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Racing back the center fielder. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Moustakis, leaving him one shy of 200 for his career as the Reds move out in front now 3-0.
Dan, just a nasty sinker right there, low and on the outside corner. I can't tell you how many times I've grounded that ball to a middle infielder.
You know, the day and age now, D-Roll, these hitters are so well.
So now to the plate, Nick Senzel. High in the air out to center field. Dubon is there, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Next to hit, Jonathan India. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
India.
First delivery to him. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1.
You could tell he had made up his mind in the batter's box that he was taking that one with him. Great execution of a changeup. Kind of spoiled his plan right there.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Over to Crawford at the bag, and the forced play will end the inning. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now 3-0 Cincinnati. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Lucas Sims comes on as the new pitcher following the lengthy delay, and it looks like he's just about ready to go. Now at the plate here is Brandon Crawford. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's a .333 hitter. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
To 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Throw over to first, and he's back easily. And it's 1-2. Crawford gets his lead at first, nobody out. Little chopper back to the mound. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting, the pitcher, Logan Webb.
Next to bat for the Giants, Logan Webb, a base hit in his first trip. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The third baseman, number 7.
So in now for San Francisco, Donovan Solano. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
First offering. Austin Slater started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Reds are on top, 3-1. Aristides Aquino will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 44.
First pitch on its way. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 1 home run, 9 driven in. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Now a little looper down the left field line, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 home. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. One there to Belt for the twin killing.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
At the plate, Jesse Winker. As he rips it on the ground to second. There is La Stella. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Amir Garrett takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. And stepping in, Mike Yastrzemski. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
And it's fouled away. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Next up, Brandon Belt. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is taken outside for ball 1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Belt in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
One of my pet peeves in the game. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You're all over the heater. How are you late on that fastball?
Here now the 2-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Giants down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Arlene Garcia enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Joey Votto.
The first baseman, Joey Votto.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Pops this one up. Solano in foul ground. 1 away. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Next, it'll be Eugenio Suarez, struck out in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
The 3-1 pitch comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Mike Moustakis will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Popped up. Solano into foul territory, and this is going to be a foul ball. Suarez stands at first with 1 out. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Open stance by Moustakis, and now the pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Nick Senzel. From the stretch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati as the lead remains 3-1. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Brandon Crawford digging in next, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
You know what, Matty? I think it's so tough for a lefty to stay tucked on that slider, to keep his front shoulder in and be able to recognize it and not get beat with the fastball.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Crawford. Chopped weakly to the left. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here comes Senzel. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Striding in is Buster Posey. No hits to this point. And now the first pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Now the 2-0. Swing and a liner. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Matt Wisler will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Joey Bart is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. And now here is Jonathan India. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Jonathan India.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Down the left field line and deep, and foul. The next 0-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
The 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
At the plate now, Tucker Barnhart. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Amir Garrett. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Yastrzemski will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order, and it's still 3-1. So up steps Joey Bart now. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
In there, 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Winker comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Next up is Donovan Solano. A hit in 2 tries so far. First delivery to him. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. So the next to bat will be Austin Slater. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Giants down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Jose Alvarez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Back to the top of the Reds lineup now, and stepping in, Nicholas Castellanos. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Number 33.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Alvarez, the former Philly, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come offseason.
He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over it.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Yastrzemski, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run shot to right center field, the 301st of his career, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Tyler Rogers is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
The third baseman, number 7.
In now, Eugenio Suarez. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, number 11 for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
That's why you got to pay attention in the on-deck circle. He was calibrating his heater right there, checking out the off-speed stuff, and he didn't wait around. First time he's seeing him, didn't matter. He took him deep.
The batter, number 9. Second
Into the box now, Mike Moustakis, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1 on its way. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Moustakis waits on the 1-1.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Sinker, 3-2 now.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2 and 2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Into the box, Nick Senzel, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left, and foul. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Here it comes, 0-2. This one's blooped out toward right center field. La Stella is there, and that's the first out of the inning. So 1 away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And in to swing the bat next is Jonathan India. First pitch on its way. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And he fouls this one off. 4 runs here in this half inning. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
From the stretch. Hard on the ground towards short. There is Crawford. Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We've played 8 full. Reds lead this one 7-1. Sean Doolittle comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Now at the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Here's Tommy La Stella now. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Weak roller right side. He's got it, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Bell.
Stepping in now, Brandon Belt.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. LaStella, base runner at first with 1 out. And a quick step off here, hoping to catch that runner leaning, but he's back easily. Hit hard toward the right side. And this will get past Votto down the line. A fair ball. The relay. Throw won't get him. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty V, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. He's set. Here it comes. Popped him up. Barnhart has a play. 2 down.
The batter, number 35.
So stepping in is Brandon Crawford. His career line with Doolittle, not great. He's 1 for 8. Here's the first pitch to him. Now here's a ball heading for the right field corner. This has the distance, and it stays fair. Home run. Three-run home run down the line in right. 4th home run for him on the season, and it's now a 7-4 ball game.
Hey, any home run in late innings certainly feels good, but when you're able to take the closer deep, you definitely send a message to the opposition. That's their shutdown guy out on the bump.
Kurt Casale will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. He's set and the pitch. High and deep to right center. Senzel backing up on it, but it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And this ball game is over.
Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Cincinnati led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Lucas Sims wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.